Hi, you all. Well, it'll be interesting just to see who we get, and we're just going to have a bit of a chit chat about some ideas for the new year, of course. And of course, I'd love a few people just to come and share your ideas and plans as well. And I should get this ticker running. Get that ticker running, and yeah, interesting to see who we get. Oh, cool gamer, hi there. Yeah, it's hot again, hot and bothered again. Well, it's more humid than hotter here at the moment. So yeah, not so crazy. Don't know who we're going to get here. I should message Jocelyn and say I'm live, and we'll just see who we get. Hopefully, get a few people here actually. Things are a bit quiet here, of course. New Year, and yeah, it can be a bit crazy, but anyways, never mind. Um, but yeah, you never know who you're going to get. It's a bit of a Forrest Gump moment, isn't it? Going live's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you'll get. But anyways, here we go. And yeah, just waiting to see who we're going to get. I should put a coffee on, really. I had one very early, but I was thinking I want another one, but thinking I could do with a cold one, but yeah, I sort of takes me a while to cool it down. So I don't think an iced coffee will be happening here in a real hurry. But anyways, get this link up here too. I should get this up and share it. Um, I'll get this link here, anyways. So paddle, if you'd like to join the paddle on screen, but I don't know if I've got such a paddle here at the moment. But anyways, um, yeah, just getting this up, and oh yeah, we are quiet, aren't we? But just get this up here, and hopefully we see some people coming on. Oh. But anyways, just waiting to see who we're going to. Anyway, just waiting to see who we're going to get. Message Jocelyn. I wonder if we'll get Todd. And who else we're going to get? And of course we're here on StreamYard, just waiting to see who we're going to get here, and it'll be interesting to see. Just waiting for everybody to come in. We're going to get Todd or not? I should message him too, shouldn't I? But yeah, I'm just sort of waiting to see who we're going to get, and yeah, I want to talk about some of ideas I've got for the channel. Of course, I've got to get a video up to go live tomorrow or to premiere tomorrow. It was something a little bit different, and got a cooking video that I did. Just got a couple of shorts out of that. Interesting to see how those things go. The cooking video I think I'll put up next week, I think. Just talking about that. Lives are a bit hit and miss, aren't they? 81 for this one. I thought this one would have really gone better than what it did. And the one yesterday, 185. So you just can't pick it with those things. But, you know, it is what it is. And don't know who we're going to get here. But yeah, I'd love to see a heap of people come on and just to share a few of your own plans too. While things are quiet, I should go and get a copy on, I think. Maybe I should highlight this one just to hopefully get a few people just to know that we've got that. Oh, copy. And I should get this phone onto the power bank. I was going to say thingy-majig. Arielle Blur. But I do have a cooking video up, and I put some shorts from that, so I'm sort of hoping to get a few more views on those shorts because I thought they were pretty cool. But you know, I guess others don't. That's the thing. Anyways, we're just going to put a copy on, I think, and of course I'm still here around and just waiting for some people to come in. And I do have the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come up and say hello and just to share a few ideas, because I definitely want some new ideas. I want everything to go really, really well this year with YouTube, that I can get out of here and you know, start a better life. But I guess, you know, that's all God willing, I guess I could say. Anyways, I'll just go and get this copy on, and definitely need a copy, and maybe I should make some more iced tea later too, and make some more coffee for an iced coffee later. Crazy, isn't it? But anyways, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Copy. Things are quiet, so I'll get some coffee on. So yeah, just bear with me as I do that. Do I get some iced tea, coffee on too? Yeah, I made what was it, mint tea. I was going to say mint coffee. That could be a hell of a combination, couldn't it? I'm not sure how that one would go. Okay, so just waiting for the water to heat up and just coming here to see who we've got. Yeah, who do we have with us? Looks like nobody. Oh dear. Hard to say though with these lives. But yeah, I've got an idea. Special pass for for some lives, so that could be interesting. But anyways. Uh, um, um, oh, we are quiet, aren't we? Not a lot I can do about that though. Maybe I should get something on the weather or something. Get that up. Show everybody what the weather's doing. It says it's 69. Oh, humidity. Yeah, 60%. That's why I felt hot and bothered just walking up to the shops and back earlier. But anyways, never mind. I'll just share this one. Oh, Moon over Miami. Hi there, Moon. Great to see you. Great to see you. Don't know where Todd is, but I haven't sort of told him I'm live, so he's probably missed that info. He's probably not seen the alert. Oh, Todd. Hi there, Todd. I'm just saying I haven't seen you. I hadn't sort of got the alert out yet. Yeah, great to see you, Todd. But yeah, I do have the link up actually. If anybody wants to come up and talk about some plans, and hoping just to see some people come on. Really, I do have a video that I've got to set to drop tomorrow. About this time, drop or premiere. I put a couple of shorts up. One yesterday, one today of a cooking video that I'll have coming up tomorrow. So that should be interesting. Oh, 4 live streaming channels. Oh wow. Well, at least you're relaxing, I guess, too, Moon. Rid of this. Does it need to be up? Just what the weather's doing. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot. I was just feeling hot and bothered, but that's just from me walking to the shop and back. Hot water's done, so I'll just go and grab my coffee. Because I'm definitely needing that. I had one very early this morning, and then I'm needing another one. I was thinking I could make some iced coffee, but it'll be for later, won't be for now, because I haven't got any ice blocks left. And oh golly, I'm nearly out of coffee made too, so maybe the iced coffee will have to wait until I next get some coffee made. I might be making some iced tea. At least I've got some mint in the garden, and I won't need coffee mate for that one. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec once I've got that on. I'm thinking, do I want to film another cooking video later today? I'm just thinking, I've got a little bit of rice left over. Thinking some eggs and bacon, make some egg and bacon fried rice. And of course, if I'm going to cook it, I might want to just to get some content. Yeah, just waiting for walking to the shops and back because I was out of milk. So I just needed some milk, so walked to the shops and back for that. And we're just sort of waiting to see who's going to come on. Anyone else. The chat room be absolutely full before I went live, but of course, just being Ariella's channel, you don't sort of see anybody there, and then you see the one who always comes up, but I don't think he really watches. I think he just sort of comes in and gets his name down. But anyways, I guess that does count as a view. But yeah, I always see his name as soon as I go live. He comes on, but yeah, then he sort of I don't see him again, so I don't know what goes on there. But anyways, never mind. Um, Moon, what have you been up to? And Todd, what have you been up to? Um, this is going busy here. This chat on Messenger. Anyways, we're just sort of waiting to see what everybody's been up to. Oh, and it's only early summer already. But then I'm not a real fan of summer, and especially summer in this country. It just gets too darn hot. And you go out in the sun for about 5 or 10 minutes, the next thing you're sunburnt. So that's sort of a bit extreme too. And you have to put sunscreen on, and I hate that stuff. It sort of feels icky, and it doesn't seem to. It doesn't seem to have any moisturizer or anything in it. It's just sort of ick. You know what I mean. But anyways, a lot I can do about that. Um, who else have we got here? thought Jocelyn would come in, but she's probably busy, and she's probably somewhere still where she doesn't sort of get much network. I know she's looking for a new house where she's at too, or not sure when she's moving into that. So if she's still looking or if she's got it moving into it, she's probably busy there with that. Troy, I haven't seen Troy for a while. TA Florida, he's probably rather busy. Be great to see Troy, but probably busy. Oh no. Are you still sick, Todd? RSV or something. What's RSV? Don't know what RSV is. You're obviously not talking about the coop. The virus that shall not be named. Oh, old ways. Oh, great to see you, Teresa. Great to see you. Yeah, things are pretty quiet here at the moment. I don't know who we're going to get here. We're sort of going to talk about some plans, and I want to work out how to do it. I know somebody had done it in the past. I'm trying to think how they'd done it for live streams. It was something quite funny. Smash or pass, and it's sort of on weird food combinations. And, somebody might sort of say something weird like, I don't know, Vegemite and apple jelly, for example, or something like that. And then, you sort of smash or pass it. And it's sort of, yeah, quite, can be quite funny. And you get some people suggesting a few funny food combinations, and then just say what happens. Oh, thank you, Teresa, for running those links. I've got to get Nightbot set up for running links too. Nightbot at the moment sort of just bouncing the spam. I've sort of got to set up some other settings for that, for other than bouncing spam, of course. But yeah, just some funny food combinations, and then people come up on panel to try some food combinations as well. And yeah, I don't like Vegemite either, Teresa. Yeah, I don't know if I saw your message here, Todd. Oh, Moon saying that's why I stay away from people. Yeah. Well, yeah, I can understand that. Well, you don't know how you get some of those things sometimes. I mean, sometimes you just go and touch a door handle or something and pick it up somehow too. I mean, some of that stuff sort of probably stays on things for a while. The blue thingy-majig or whatever. Yeah, I'll have to brew some things up too to keep those things at bay. I've got to get some more orange peels and grapefruit peels, lemon peels, and the like, and I boil them down. I don't know if you know what I'm sort of talking about or not, but I boil those down, and I'll add some some raw honey to that once it's sort of cooled down enough to to mix it in, that it doesn't sort of kill the because I'll get the natural unpasteurized Manuka honey or something like that. I'll mix that in with it. So you've sort of got to have the brew sort of lukewarm to do that it doesn't sort of kill the honey. And then I'll take a little bit of that every day, and especially if there's a few flus and colds and that other thing getting around, I'll take a little bit of that each day. Oh yes, your Aussie has some, and he had me smell in the container and about. Yeah, it's not. It's sort of a. I think it's a love it or hate it sort of thing, Vegemite, and yeah, I'm not a real fan of it actually. It's just far too salty. I think it's just it's salty and there's something else to it. And yeah, I just it's not a big thing for me. I think it's something it'd probably be okay if you took like a teaspoon of it and mixed it in with half a gallon of water and used it for like soup broth or something like that. It might be okay. Yeah, he loves it. Yeah. I don't know how they eat it actually. I think I'd much rather have some butter and jelly on my toast, or some eggs on my toast, eggs and bacon on toast, or something like that, or you know. But yeah, speaking of eggs and bacon, that's what I'm sort of thinking to cook up as well, in a fried rice, because I've got some day old rice in the fridge that I didn't sort of use up, and I'm thinking, oh, what will I do with that? Oh, fried rice. So I'm thinking of filming that as well, fried rice, and filming that and just as a short what to do with leftovers, and I think I'll do it in a skillet for those who don't have a wok. Yeah, fried rice definitely. I did do, and that'll be going up next week. I did do some, and if you look in my community tab, you'll see some photos. I did a Mongolian lamb, and I've got to work on that video yet, edit that video yet. I've got to finish editing a video, a mint tea. So I just made that the other day too. Um, I've pretty much finished editing that. I've just sort of got to put it all together and work out what music I want to put in, and just some silly things like that. Put the outro on and do some color correction, and then put that up. Because I have some mint growing out beside my door. I've got some mint. I've got some basil. I've got some parsley just growing outside my door, and I've got some basil up at the front of the garden too. Potatoes are growing nicely. I've got to go and put some mulch on those. Oh, thank you so much for running that link for Teresa, Todd. And also, thank you so much, Teresa, for running the links. Yeah, the short dish with the pie. Oh, you saw that? Oh, good. That's actually from my Mongolian lamb. When I flame off the Chinese cooking wine. You don't really need to flame it off. You could just boil the alcohol off or what have you, if you really want to, I guess. But I just have some fun flaming it off. And I always think that if you flame it off too, it just gives a nice, it just adds a bit of a depth of flavour. Oh, it sure is delicious. I've got some in the freezer. Actually, I should get it out and show you. Leftovers that I put in the freezer. I had leftovers of that last night, and then a big tub. About I guess you could say about a quart size tub. If I had a pressure canner, though, it might make the vegetables go too soft, I think. But I'll get it out and I'll show you what's frozen up. I always make enough that I've got leftovers and I can freeze up, because if I'm feeling slack, I've got some food frozen. And also, you know, if something's not on the shelves or whatever, or, you know, with everything, we've got some food. Yeah, I'd love to have a pressure canner and I'd can, yeah. I mean, I do water bath canning things that I could water bath. You know, I do jams and pickles and things, but yeah, I'll have this going up next week. I might sort of have it going up Monday evening your time. But I absolutely would love a pressure canner, but they're just so expensive here. Because they're all imported, they're all coming from the States, and oh yes, now I'm being a tease. It's not difficult to make this recipe, and I'll have the recipe up for you all next week. And I mean, if you don't get lamb, you can always do it with beef, you know, using chuck steak or something like that. And of course, it's not a difficult recipe to do. And I think most of you could get the ingredients for the sauces from a Chinese grocer. I know a lot of the supermarkets here have the ingredients, but they mightn't for you. But you can get the ingredients also off Amazon. You can get hoisin. I'll show you some of the ingredients here. So I know everybody's interested to see that. I know you can get sesame oil. I know it's easy enough to get dark soy and light soy. You need to use both. Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky that you could do that. The government here didn't give out any free money, so, you know, but like black bean sauce up here, hoisin sauce. Um, don't really. It says it's spicy, but I don't really like this brand, so I'm going to have to use it up in something. It was on special, and I can see why. Yeah, the free Monopoly money. And then you can get Chinese cooking wine if you can get that. A bottle like this is about $3 or $4, so it's really cheap. Oh, awesome! That's awesome, Teresa. And I was looking at some 16% alcohol volume, and I thought, oh my goodness, I didn't think it had that much alcohol. So that's why it really flames up nicely, and you know, you got that nice video. But yeah, well, with the huge Asian markets around where you are, Teresa, yeah, you'd get everything. Sesame oil, another thing that goes in. I mean, you should be able to get that easy enough. Cornstarch, heaps of cornstarch. Sugar, umami, which is a bit naughty, but umami, otherwise known as MSG. I mean, of course, that's optional. You can leave that out if you really don't like it. Baking soda. You need a little bit of soda. Oh, the garlic hoisin sauce. I'll have to look that one up and see if I can get that one because yeah, that one would be really nice. There's another brand of hoisin sauce I usually get, but I saw this one was on special, and I think it's a Vietnamese version of it, but it's not really that nice. But I'm sort of thinking of doing some Chinese takeout dishes, easy and quick, because the way the economic is now, to go and buy takeout has become quite an expensive undertaking, I guess you could say. So, I'm going to recreate a lot of them and, have it that people could easily make them at home and, do things in a skillet, not even a wok. I do have a wok. I'll just go and grab you the wok I've got, but just do things in a skillet, because not everybody's got a wok, just to make things easy for everybody. Just excuse me while I rattle, bang, bang, grabbing the wok. Oh, this is a stainless steel one. I used to have, it was a carbon steel. I didn't really like that. So I'd sort of look for if you could get if you're wanting to buy a wok, stainless steel or cast iron. If you've got like a Chinese shop, to get these is probably best. This one's rather large. But yeah, I'm sort of going to do these recipes, just enough for 2 or 4 people generally. Not enough for a whole tribe. Because some of my other Chinese recipes I've done have been enough for a whole tribe, when you've got people coming around, a family get together or a family dinner or something like that. I've just got the little butane canister stove. I think that's perfect for showing recipes, Oh, you have one evil one with all the pans. Awesome. But, just doing, a little gas stove, good for like if you're off grid, or, you don't have any gas for some reason or the power goes off. I've got to wash this. I was frying some eggs up on this last night and I haven't sort of washed it yet. But, this is just one of those stone coated oh yes, take that back, there's 3 of them, yeah. One of the stone coated non-stick ones. I don't like the Teflon non-stick. And I mean, I've heard that stuff's actually quite bad for you too, when it chips off, and which it always does with those non-stick pans. The Teflon coating, lasts a week or 2 or a month maybe, and then it starts coming off the pan, and it starts getting into the food, and not good for you, really, I don't think. So best to avoid those. That's my opinion. Yeah, I've heard it's very bad from many people, so I just won't have it. So yeah, I'd just go with if you've got like a good cast iron pan or cast iron skillet or something like that, or stainless steel, or the stone covered one, or what's that stuff? Baked enamel or something like that. Oh, Hooker Homestead. Hi there, CB. Great to see you. Great to see you. I should drop this link again too if anybody wants to come up and share anything. otherwise it sort of gets buried in chat. The link for StreamYard. But yeah, I don't know if anybody else. I know Teresa was saying she saw it and liked that one. Well, I've got two of basically the same thing in the shorts. There's one I put up yesterday, and then one I put up today. Well, the one I put up today, I've done a bit of creative editing with that one, and that should be quite interesting for you all with the creative editing if you've seen that one. I thought it came out quite nicely actually with the creative editing. It's sort of any of you who've seen that one, yeah, it was quite interesting. Todd probably saw it and thought, well, he's feeling ill. It's probably a good one just to stand beside that one and warm up. But yeah, it was sort of quite good the way that Chinese cookie wine went up in that short. I had a bit of a giggle, but yeah, so it's certainly not something I would do next to some drapes or anything like that. I sort of something I'd want to do well from anything flammable. Oh yes, we'll have to go and give it a watch later. Yeah, it's only a short. I think it's like about 50 seconds or something. That one. You'll find it in my shorts playlist or on the shorts shelf actually. So if I put a shortish video up, I've actually got a playlist with shorts and shorter videos. Yeah, their wine has a high alcohol content. Yeah, and that's a cooking one. So it's sort of not one you'd ever drink because it's sort of got like a fair amount of salt in it too. So when you're sort of cooking with that stuff, it's a bit like cooking with soy sauce. You don't sort of put a lot of salt in your cooking until you've sort of put all your sauces and things in, and then you taste it later and just say, oh, do I really need to put any salt in or not, or is it enough? Oh no, the one that went up. Yeah, the one I was talking about, the one that went up an hour ago, or a bit over an hour ago. That one, the short, yeah, some creative editing. I've got one that's going up tomorrow when I make some mint tea. I haven't sort of got any shorts out of that. But yeah, the full length video from the shorts, that will go up next Monday. I haven't even edited it yet. I just sort of took a couple of clips out of what I've put across in my computer to edit. Because I thought, oh wow, this flaming off this Chinese cooking wine will make a really good short. So that's sort of why I had some shorts off that. But yeah, I've sort of got to do the whole edit and that, and of course I've got the recipe written down. I'd written the recipe down, as I was cooking it or before I cooked it. It's something that I've cooked a few times myself, and I thought, well, like I've written the original recipe myself for my own version, and I sort of rewrote the recipe just to make the recipe a bit simpler for everybody. Just to make sure everybody could get the ingredients. So some easier to get ingredients. So a rewrite on the recipe, and of course, the recipe not for a tribe of people, but just for a family of 4, for example. And of course, if you were having a tribe of people come around, you could make that recipe that size, but just make a few different dishes and you know, have like a Chinese banquet at home or something like that. Oh no, I've got to try sometime. I've got to make whether the next one I do for Chinese takeout at home, General Tso's chicken or something like that. Um, Also, you know, such classics such as special fried rice, honey pork, sweet and sour pork, orange duck, lemon chicken. You know, all those old classics that you know, one would go and spend a fortune buying from like Panda Express or something like that. I want to sort of redo them. People could make them easy at home and oh yes, Mugu, yes, yeah, that could be one that I've got to do too. I forgot about Mugu, yes. Yeah, that could be one I've got to put into the playlist too. What else is there? Chow Mein, you know, all those things that people would go and get from the Chinese takeout. And of course, you know, the Chinese takeouts here have got very, very expensive. That's the thing. So just wanting to recreate those at home that people can save some money and, you know, get ingredients that everybody could get. Yes, as long as it's got the white sauce, yeah. Oh, yes, egg foo young, yeah. That's interesting. That could be one I should do too. But yeah, there's quite a list of different things that I could do. You know, even like the corn soup, you know, that everybody loves from the Chinese place. So you know, there's quite a big heap of things that you can do. Um, I'll have to get some lychees and do something with lychees, maybe. You know, other than lychees and ice cream, like be offered at the Chinese place. Oh yes, egg drop soup. Yeah, I'd forgotten about egg drop soup. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I've got a couple ideas for the smash or pass too. Actually, I was at the Chinese grocers the other day, and I saw that she's got, or she had. I don't know if she's still got them, but the other day she had balut. Yeah, that's really simple to make. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, balut. I should do that. That made me think of the smash or pass sort of thing. I don't know if any of you know about the balut, but it's the baby duck in the egg that the you know, the Philippine people absolutely love. I also saw, actually I've tried balut once. I've never made it myself though. I've only tried it. You know, bought it off some street markets in Laos actually when I was in Laos. And it actually wasn't too bad. It was actually quite nice. It was like a very rich egg. But you know, where you'd get the little duck beak, that was a little bit off-putting. And you know, where the egg white is, the egg white you don't eat. It actually, the egg white goes very, very hard. But yeah, I know it sounds absolutely horrible. One thing, the salted duck eggs that you get from the Chinese market. And you can also get often something called either century eggs or millennium eggs. You know, the black eggs, they are, I actually will eat them, but I like them, but they're very, very over the top. It's not something you can eat a lot of, those black eggs. They're very, very, very pungent, I guess you could say. But yeah, they're very over the top. I guess you could say they're a bit of an acquired taste. They might be sort of, you could say they're the Vegemite of eggs. You know, meaning they're over the top. But yeah, there's something. If you ever want to try them, just buy one. Don't go and buy a big heap of them because there's something you may not like. They're pretty over the top, to put it mildly. There's something I had in Thailand when I lived in Thailand. I lived a long time in Thailand also. I've, seen all sorts of interesting foods and tried all sorts of interesting things living in Asia. Bugs, well, you can keep your bugs. Tried them and didn't like them at all. Tried them in Thailand and nah, nah, not good. If Bill Gates wants everybody to eat bugs and be happy, well, he can eat the whole lot and he can have my share and everybody else's share. Oh yeah, the buffet. Well, the buffet is crazy here now. There's one over the road from where I live. I wonder if I could bring up the web page. I'll show you if they've got a web page, I'll show you what their prices are. They're not cheap anymore. I'm trying to think, what's it called? Food Star, yes, they're just over the road from where I live. Meeting directly over the road. Yeah, nope, not about to eat the bugs either. Yeah, I'll definitely get that. Tried it and actually, to put it bluntly, it tastes like shit. Oh, I'll just share this page. This is what the buffet costs. I'll share that, but yeah, nothing like that here. I'll just see if I can share this page. But yeah, this place, it's just over the road from exactly where I live. We're going to have people Googling that now, and hope I don't get any stalkers coming after me now. With me Googling this, or them Googling this, sort of pinpointed my address, haven't I? But yeah, this is the prices. They definitely don't have any sushi here. I don't know if I'd really want to eat sushi or sashimi from a buffet, though. I mean, I like sushi and I like sashimi, but the fish has to be absolutely fresh and really top quality fish at that, and absolutely fresh, I think. because the fish isn't cooked. Yeah, your buffet's probably better for sushi and sashimi than what you get here, I think. Um, unless you go here, unless you go to a proper sushi or sashimi restaurant, you're not going to get very good quality. Because, of course, good quality seafood here is very expensive. Yeah, you don't eat the raw fish. Well, I mean, if you get a sushi that's not with raw fish, well, then from other places, it's probably fine. But like this is some of the prices. Adult lunch Monday to Friday. So this is the cheapest, $20. A senior, well, that's somebody who's senior discount, $15.50 for lunch. Saturday and Sunday lunch, $22, or senior $17. Kids $17.50. On the age. Adult dinner. This is Monday through to Thursday, $29, or for a senior $22.50. And an adult dinner Friday through to Sunday, $30. So yeah, it's pretty expensive here. Look at these prices. This is for kids. I mean, kids dinner 3 to 5, $9.90. Wow. 6 to 10, $18.50, and 11 to 14, $23.50. Wow. So, pretty high prices. Oh, the fried eel. Yes, fried eel. I love the Japanese fried eel. Yes, unagi, I think the name of it is in Japanese, unagi. But yeah, that's wonderful, that fried eel, that Japanese fried eel. Yes, I love that. Yeah, I should actually make some sushi one of these days too for one of those videos. I need to get the seaweed sheets though. I haven't seen them in the Asian grocer for a while. I might have to go into this city to get that. Oh wow, lunch takeout specials are $9. Wow. Much, much better prices than here. But the prices here are getting absolutely crazy. I'm going to get another cup of coffee on here too, actually. Thinking I need some more coffee. I need some more coffee mate soon too, but yeah, that won't be happening until next week actually. Just instant coffee this real coffee won't be happening till next week. I was going to buy some real coffee at the Asian grocer. I like the Vietnamese real coffee, and they didn't have any. Yeah, go for it. I'll bring the radar up that you've got something to look at when I'm sort of not right at the screen. So just see if I can get that up. Oh, it doesn't look like there's much weather here, does it? But anyways, I'll get that up that you've got something to look at when I'm sort of not at the screen. Yeah, I might have to zoom that out into the whole country. I think that it sort of, gives something a bit interesting to look at. Yeah, it's not even much down here. I'm right down here where the mouse is. I'll zoom out onto the whole country. Plenty of storms and stuff by the look of things. Oh, yes, fine. Looking at the screen. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Teresa. But yeah, I'll just go and get this copy in a minute. I'll get that on. I've got my messenger going crazy here too. Oh yeah, that sounds funny, Teresa. Scared your Aussie. Sending him a message about where he hailed from. He thought I had been hacked. Yeah. Speaking about that, I had to change my Instagram login. Oh, last week it was. Somebody had tried to log into my Instagram from, I don't know where it was, somewhere in Asia. I just come across and see what I've missed here on messages. Oh, yes, yeah, I remember you saying last week he's from around Brisbane. Yeah. I'll just wait for that water heating up. Have you ever made, Teresa, have you ever made Prepper's fried rice? Oh, yes, he calls you his American mum. Yeah, Lordy, he's a handful of times. Yeah, I bet. Especially if he's wanting Vegemite, I guess. I would think that's quite a handful. I'll just get rid of this screen here. But yeah, I might have to redo Prepper's fried rice. Yeah, fried rice, but I make one called Prepper's fried rice. Use mostly things that you would have in your preps. So, for the meat, you're using beef jerky, for example, dried fish, dried shrimp, dried onions, dried garlic, rice, of course, that you've got in your preps. Oh, yes, die laughing at the running argument of ketchup and tomato sauce. Yeah. I prefer ketchup myself. I buy the Heinz ketchup when I'm buying ketchup. Yeah, it's how I cook regularly. Yeah, yeah. Get some pickled beets, or make some pickled beets, and then put some pickled beets in his hamburger, and he should be happy too. But of course, they call it beetroot. I've got to do some pickled beets again sometime. I haven't made them for a while. I've got to do some more of those. Waiting on getting some beets on special actually, and then I'll make a heap up. Oh my God, yes, he loves it. Yeah, yeah. I should actually go and plant some beets here somewhere. Speaking of that, I've got potatoes growing at the moment, and they're actually growing quite well. I don't know how my tomatoes are going to go. They're not really looking that brilliant, and I have terrible trouble with the possums here too, with tomatoes and fruit. Try to keep them out of them. I'll have to get some wire to put up around the tomatoes. I mean, you just net them off, and the possums just rip down your nets real quick. I do have a solution for possums here, but I'm not allowed to do that here, I'm afraid. The blasted things are protected, so you can't sort of just go pew pew with the possum and get rid of them, which is unfortunate. I was out. I was out of milk earlier, so I went and got a heap of these at the shop, and got a heap of those in my preps now again. Because I'd used them up, the UHT milk. Oh, I see. Yeah, was trying to make a batch of pickled beets and almost had to get the stirring spoon after him. Yeah. I'm still waiting on my strawberries to come out. I've got strawberries, but they're not ripe yet. And I hope I can keep the birds out of them and the possums out of them too. My pickled, not pickled, my strawberries. But I got some cheap strawberries. I'll be back a couple of months ago. So I made a heap of strawberry jam. And I'm thinking I've got to make some more strawberry jam because I'm near run out. Of course, I got my own sample that I made up. But I'll next get some chili peppers coming on. And if I can get a heap of tomatoes coming on, I'll be making some more sample. I've got about 5 jars of this, like this, homemade sample. Yeah, the netting just, yeah, I've got to get wire because, you know, the netting you buy, plastic netting, the possums just rip that apart. It's just not strong enough. But like this is some homemade sample, and of course I water bath that. I've got about 5 jars like this. That'd be about pint-sized jars, I guess. Bit over a pint. I reuse jars. I buy pickles and then reuse them. And of course, you know, get it to seal nicely with the button popped down. When I water bath it, I'll boil, you know, when I'm water bathing, I'll boil for about 15 minutes. You know, they're quite acidic, and I got all these jars I keep. I'll just show you some of them I've got because that's interesting. I've got stacks and stacks and stacks of jars. You know, just this is just what I've got. And I just reuse them all if they've got, you know, a good metal lid. You know, I'll stick most of the jars in the oven and I'll take the lids and I'll boil the lids before I can. I do have some good ball jars, but I need some more of those. So I sort of looking around all the thrift stores and that to get ball jars because they're a bit expensive here now. Oh yes, the canning. Yeah, I won't say that word live, but yeah, I know what you mean. If I say that word here live, it might sort of you know, get me pinned. YouTube doesn't really like that word much, even when it's sort of used in context of something else. But yeah, a good pressure can, I'd be really happy, but I don't sort of have the setup to do it. I mean, I do have a big pot that I use for water bath canning, and I do you know, water baths when I make a big batch of something, you know, jams or you know, pickled cucumbers, that sort of thing. You know, anything fairly acidic, I'll water bath. But I have heard some people say, "Oh, you can water bath meats and meat dishes," but I'm sort of not really game. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Teresa. I'm not really game to do it, even though I've heard some people say, "Oh, you can do it, but you just need to water bath your meats for something like about 2 hours or something like that." Unless, you know, you might be able to do it if you're making like a fairly acidic meat dish, I guess. I don't know. I'm just a bit wary of water bath canning meats. Eggs, I've got to do or I can get hold of a heap of eggs. I love pickled eggs, and I haven't done them for a while, so I need to do them again. And you know, like that big jar I've got's just perfect for pickled eggs. Yeah, it takes hours to do. Yeah, maybe I should just try it, but I'm sort of I'm a bit wary of it. You know, the botulism's sort of not really that good. But I guess if I made sure I had absolutely fresh meat, yeah. Yeah, I love pickled eggs. Yes, they're the best. And yeah, I've got to when I next do it, yeah, because everybody would love to see my recipe how I do it. I I do it with pretty much near straight vinegar. I mean, you know, I add my spices and all of that to the vinegar and salt and sugar and whatnot, but with eggs, I don't. And with a lot of things, I don't water the vinegar down. I think if you water the vinegar down, you've sort of got to then water bath things, of course, and you know, things like eggs. I don't think you'd really want to water bath them once they're cooked, because I think that sort of go rubbery. I don't know what your thoughts on that is. Yes, straight vinegar, so it doesn't have to be canned. Yes. And see, that's the thing too with pickled cucumbers. I don't want to water bath them because I like the crunch, if you know what I mean. You know, when you do raw cucumbers or bread and butter pickles or something like that, I like the crunch. So I don't sort of want to cook the crunch out of them. So yeah, I've sort of been doing that stuff using straight vinegar. And you know, like my jam, strawberry jam, I water bath that. But I'm nearly out of that. I'm on my last jar. So yeah, once I open the jar, well, I've been keeping it in the refrigerator, of course, but I need to get some more of that to do. Fruits also, some more jam. Oh, there's a way to so you don't lose the crunch. Oh, this thing's full of alerts. But yeah, homemade jam. I've got some butter in here when I was making some getting some jam onto my toast, but this is just your a very basic jam. Oh, low simmer. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to try that, Teresa. Yeah. But yeah, this is just strawberries, sugar, a little bit of water, and a little bit of pectin. Nothing else. Oh, and a pinch of salt, because I think a pinch of salt just brings the sweetness out. But yeah, just your basic jam recipe. And some homemade marmalade. When mandarin oranges or clementines were on special, they were something like about 40 cents a pound on special, so I bought a heap of them and made them into marmalade or jam. And now I'm nearly run out of that too, so oh yes, love marmalade. But yeah, I make a lot of my own homemade jams and marmalades and things like that. You know, especially if I get a heap of fruit somewhere, I will make it up. Or I also made a heap of pineapples up when they were on special. You know, water bath them, water bath. You know, just mandarin or clementine segments in syrup, that sort of thing. But those things didn't last very long. Oh yes, lemon curd, of course. Yeah, that didn't last me very long either. I'd got hold of a heap of lemons over the winter when lemons sort of are on season here, and yeah, they've all gone now. It was so nice that it just didn't last very long. And even my lemon juice that I canned, I've even used all of that up now. So I've got to do some more of that when I can get hold of some more lemons too. But yeah, I'm always making when I get hold of a heap of fruit or vegetables or things like that. I'm always canning and preserving what I can, because the cost of things here now is just absolutely crazy. Oh no, that's alcohol is something that's very easy to get a hold of down here, but it's not as cheap as it is for you all where you are. But you know, like that Chinese cooking wine, for example, I don't even have to go to a liquor store for that one, because it's not sort of seen as alcohol, which is interesting. When I bought that one to to cook with, yeah, make some extracts. Yeah, I've got to get some cheap vodka for that. Just go and get some vodka from Aldi or something like that. But it's not cheap to do, so I need to do extracts of things that are pretty high priced. Otherwise, you're probably cheaper off buying the actual extracts. So, if I do extracts of like, vanilla or various herbals, it's worth doing. Or maybe even an orange extract or something. I should do that because orange extract, it's quite cheap to make, but it's very expensive to buy. But yeah, alcohol is easy to get a hold of. As long as you're over 18, you can get it easy enough. It's not 21 in this country, it's 18. So one from the liquor store, and this one's actually not bad to have. It's actually quite nice, this one. 17.5% alcohol, but quite good for cooking with. Quite good if you're making like a trifle or something as well. I think that was about $8 for that bottle. Yeah, it can double as vitamin C if need be, yeah. And I'm thinking I should do some orange extract, yeah. I got this one, I didn't really like it, so I'm thinking of cooking with it, or I might even be able to do an extract with that, although it's probably not high enough alcohol content. This one's only 20%. And I'm probably wanting to do an extract. I'm probably wanting like about 100 proof, really, for an extract, I would think. But yeah, definitely need to do that after seeing some of your extract videos, Teresa. I hadn't tried it, and I'm thinking, yeah, it needs to be 40%. So yeah, at least 80 proof. Yeah, I was thinking that, and for some things, probably even better if it was a bit higher. Because otherwise, the lower alcohol, it's not going to preserve things. So yeah, definitely would think it needs to be that. Yeah. Yeah, all backups for vitamin C if need be. Yeah. Actually, the cost of vitamin C tablets here, probably better off making my own too, really. And at least if I make my own, I know exactly what's in it. That's one way of sort of looking at it. Yeah, yeah, sometimes my the oranges and that you get here, or the lemons, can be fairly juicy. Yeah. Might be something if they're really juicy, maybe something you want to try and semi-dehydrate or something like that. Because, yeah, I know often you get them and they're fairly juicy. If you got some that were a bit drier, that'd be fine for that. And I mean, I don't really like when I buy oranges or clementines and that, and they're a bit dry. So they're a bit dry. It might be a good way to sort of use them up. Just making an extract or something. Or squeeze a little of the juice out, yeah. Oh, I'm going to have to go and visit the bathroom. Just bear with me for a minute and I'll go and do that. Okay, back. Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, all good. I'm sure nobody's scared off. Probably everybody who's here is probably getting some interesting information off of all of this. Yeah, I've got some nice basil growing too, but of course, even though I keep cutting it off, it's not going to last. I'm just wondering, could I do an extract with basil? Because you go and buy basil, of course, it's so expensive. So while I've got it growing, because I made it, it's not going to last during the cooler months once the cooler months come. But of course, these hotter months now, it's growing really nicely. And if I did an extract with basil, would that work? For anyone who knows, yeah. Because I've never done extracts, so that's something. Oh yes, with vinegar, yes. Yeah, but often I'm wanting to cook with basil, and I'm not wanting it to be really vinegary, if you know what I mean. I want I want the basil flavour in some Asian dishes or something like that. So I don't want it to be really vinegary. So just thinking maybe the vodka be good for that. With basil bumped to 100, so yeah, probably would want to use the 100% proof alcohol, wouldn't I? The yeah, the strong stuff. If I can get the strong alcohol. Um, Unless I dried the basil first, but then if I dehydrated the basil first, then I'm going to lose the fresh flavour out of that, won't I? That's the only problem. And it's something I might even try with mint as well. I've got those things growing outside the door. Go grab a couple of sprigs. Of course, I've got the lavender also growing outside the door. Um, yeah, due to the moisture and the chlorophyll in it, yeah. Oh, I love the smell of fresh herbs, yeah. Oh, food forest permaculture. Hi there, Howie. Great to see you. Oh, I love the smell of these. Going to lose the nice smell really quickly, of course. I need to dry some of those, and make some potpourris or something, of course. But yeah, it's always interesting just to talk about, preserving and extracts and that sort of thing too. One of these days, I'm going to try making my own vinegar as well. I've seen some interesting videos on that. I think, yeah, I've definitely got to try that. Make some of my own vinegar. Never tried that, so definitely got to try that. I do at times make my own ginger beer, which is probably interesting for you all. And there's an interesting or funny video of that, or funny video or two of that sort of back from last year on that one. So definitely need to make that one again and have a repeat of that one. Maybe not the video, but making it again. So what have you been up to, Howie? Yeah, it is good. And the ginger beer you buy isn't really that good. Nowhere near as good as homemade. Although sometimes homemade ginger beer can have a bit of a kick, or more of a kick than what you sort of expect it to. Oh, yes, preparing for your endeavours in 2023. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm doing that too, preparing for my endeavours in 2023. Yeah, me, I'm hoping on some videos to go viral. If that happened to be brilliant, I could sort of move out of here. Actually, fingers crossed. Yes, learned about the kick accidentally. Yeah, I did learn about the kick accidentally. Yeah, that time when I made it again, it sort of had more of a kick than what it usually does. But then it went a little bit longer than what I usually do, and so yeah, that's why it had more kick. So certainly made for an interesting video. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Yeah, praying it happens too. Yes. I don't have any family here anyway, so there's nothing sort of keeping me here. The only thing that's keeping me here is finances. The last sort of 3 years sort of really cleaned me out. And that virus that shall not be named. Actually, I sort of see it as sort of one of the biggest mistakes I ever made was to come here. Actually, I came here just to you know to meet somebody and to work and all of that, and it wasn't what I expected it to be, unfortunately. Yeah, it's safer. Well, it's not really my country. That's the thing, Teresa. It's not the type of place that it used to be when I visited back in the 1990s and early 2000s. I'd actually lived more than half my life, well, three-quarters of my life really, in Southeast Asia. Yeah, yeah, that lot. Yeah, they're not good at all. You've probably heard your Australian family member speak about the that here, I guess. He's happy he's in the States now too. But yeah, definitely not the place that it used to be back in the 90s and early 2000s. But yeah, I've actually it's where I've sort of learned how to cook Asian foods from living in Southeast Asia. A long time in Indonesia. Then I was a while in Malaysia, and then a long time after that in Thailand. Oh yes, yeah, Sky News and other sources. Yeah, and Sky News aren't really what they used to be either. They've sort of even become pretty liberal. Sky News. I do occasionally watch some news stories from Sky and Fox, but I actually will get more of Newsmax, All News, OAN, and the like. Actually, I mean, we all know who owns Fox, or he used to own Fox. So, I sort of regard that gentleman with a fair amount of suspicion. I think you know who I'm talking about, but I won't sort of say his name here. Oh, I love the smell of mint and basil. You're probably giggling at me smelling this. And of course, you go and buy mint or basil, it never sort of smells like this so intense. That's the thing. But of course, the one that you've got growing out in your garden just smells absolutely wonderful. Oh, these alerts going on here. It's all good though. Oh dear, I'm going to have a real clean up here on this, won't I? Just my phone's just full of alerts at the moment. Oh yes. All yours are asleep now, yeah. Yeah, I guess yeah, a lot of your herbs are asleep now too, Teresa, with the winter and the colder weather. Unless you bring some sort of inside or have somewhere warmer like maybe your hoop house or something might sort of be warm enough for your herbs to grow, I don't know. Yeah, the freeze knocked them all back. Yeah, I thought the freeze might have been a bit extreme, even for what you've got in your hoop house. Yeah. Oh, all good, Howie. Great to see you, and thanks so much for coming on here. And good night. Yeah. Current time here, 2:24 p.m. So yeah, early afternoon here. And just come on here just to chit chat and share a few ideas for channel. what this channel's going to do this year. Cooking videos for a while, but sort of, I need a bit of a break from cooking videos too. They're a lot of work and a lot of expense for a lot of things, and you don't always get a lot of views, so you sometimes sort of take a bit of a break from them and do something a bit different. I do want to get some more outdoor videos done too this year. I always enjoy doing the outdoor videos and enjoy doing the nature ASMR videos. I enjoy doing something funny and silly, so of course V.I.P will come back from time to time on the channel for a bit of a giggle. I don't sort of want to keep my channel just to one niche or one genre or whatever you call it. I sort of I like this channel to be a real dog's breakfast, so all sorts of things. And I'd love to do a lot more homesteading content if I could. Living here is a bit of a problem for that though, because it's a rental here, so no way I can have chickens and all of that. But I'd love to have chickens and goats and pigs. Yeah, love seeing the nature around you, yeah. That's one thing I really miss is the farm animals. When I was a little girl, I lived on a farm for a while, so I learned all about farm animals. And I'd even learned, a few things about things that I can't show on YouTube, I guess. The freezer camp part of things. Yeah, one day I will have them again, yeah. Oh, Todd, great to see you're still here with me. But yeah, learned about the freezer camp part of things and the processing and that sort of thing. So I do know how to do those things. I don't particularly like doing those jobs, but I can do them. And of course, they're often, a bit of a necessity. But of course, learning where the food comes from like that really does give you respect for your food. And I come here and I see the waste of food in this country, and that really does stun me, really. You walk around the street and you see people just throw, a half-eaten piece of fish or a half-eaten burger out on the street or drop it in the bin. People here, you see people just, there's food in their fridge, they've bought too much, and it's sort of started to go, a bit bad, so they've just thrown all this stuff out in the bin. Not sort of looked, I've got all these vegetables are a little bit wilty in the refrigerator. Well, I might just, boil them down and make some broth or something like that, some vegetable and chicken broth or something. People here don't do that sort of thing. And, they certainly won't keep their meat bones and roast their meat bones and make bone broth or anything like that. They just throw the lot. They buy a rotisserie chicken and they eat about half of it and throw the rest. Whereas, what I don't eat, I'll sort of freeze it, and then when I've got a good amount of it, I'll actually do a boil up and make some broth. Yeah, it drives you crazy saying that. Yeah, exactly. But, they just think things come from the shop and, they think there's an abundance. But, of course, probably the last 2 years has sort of been a bit of a wake-up call for a lot of these people too. They go to the shop and there's empty spaces in the shelves and empty shelves, and everything's costing like about 3 or 4 times more than what it did 4 years ago. So it's probably become a bit of a shock to them all. The cost of everything, and then not having everything they'd want in the shops like they used to. It's probably a bit of a shock. Here at the moment, I like to have my cola, and I was down at the shops to get some cola, and there's virtually no cola in the shelves on the shops. Yeah, not as many people have woke up just yet. Yeah, well, a lot of people don't want to wake up is the thing, Teresa. That's sort of the big problem. A lot of people would rather stay asleep. And I mean, it is easier to stay asleep. People here, this rice here, this is what I'll fry up later for my supper. Day-old rice. Just absolutely perfect to make fried rice with. It's a little bit dry. It's crumbly, so, crumble all the grains apart. Just perfect for your fried rice, that one. That's when I made my Mongolian lamb. Once dry a little bit more, but by tonight it'll be just perfect. So I'll just back in the fridge with that. But 3 or 4 rashers of bacon, a couple of eggs, an onion, a can of corn, a little bit of soy sauce, and maybe a little bit of Thai fish sauce. And you'll have a perfect fried rice. I buy that one. You want to put an anchovy flavour in something. It's cheaper to buy that than to buy the salted anchovies. And I mean, I will buy these occasionally. I've used up all the anchovies, but I've got the oil from that. I've kept the oil from that, and I'll actually cook with that. And of course, I'll probably put some duck fat with my fried rice too. Duck fat is absolutely wonderful, and I've only got about half of this. The duck I roasted up for Christmas. Kept all the duck fat. Water bath rendered it. And a little container of duck fat like that to go and buy at the supermarket is about $6. So a big saving just to keep that and to you know, water render that and to use that. Yeah, duck fat, it is amazing, yes, for sure. Probably it's near the best, I think. It's sort of hard to pick there. Which one's better, bacon fat or duck fat? You know, I do save my bacon fat and, you know, my pork lard as well, and beef fat and all that sort of thing. I do save that and use all those for cooking. I mean, you know, using those and saving those, it's quite a big saving on cooking, buying cooking fat and cooking oil and that sort of thing. And actually, you know, if I've got lard, that's quite a thing on Bisco. You know, if you want some shortening for something, making your own lard and that sort of thing, it's quite a saving, I think. But I think, you know, a lot of the old time cooks, home cooks, and people who learnt from old time home cooks know all these things, and a lot of other people are only relearning this sort of thing if they're willing to relearn. But otherwise, it's sort of been forgotten. Oh yes, making a homemade sausage gravy and yeah, a really good meal over biscuits. Yes, or homemade bread. Yes, I do have my own home bread maker. I actually use the bread maker to you know, to make the bread and to prove it. And then I'll end up, I'll bake my bread in the oven, but because I think I'll get a better result if I put the bread, you know, the bread dough into, you know, a loaf pan and bake it. But you know, just using the bread machine just makes the job a bit easier, and especially if the weather's a bit cold, it's just the bread machine is just perfect for, you know, proving your bread dough. And you know, I'll actually use that too when I'm wanting some pizza bases, pizza dough, that sort of thing as well. Oh yes, cheap sandwich bread, yes. But I buy cheap sandwich bread here, and it's not very nice. Cheap sandwich bread's very chalky, so it seems to have a chalky texture, I think. So I'm better off just getting it and making my own sort of white bread when I want some bread rolls or something, I think. Yeah, how hard you have to pinch the pennies, yeah. But I think if you make your own bread can be cheaper. It can still be cheaper than the cheapest white, you know, bread from the supermarket. You know, 2 pounds of flour, you know, might cost you $1.50, for example, and a bit of yeast, and you don't really need much else other than that. A little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, just to make your cheapest white loaf at home. So, you know, a couple of pounds of flour. Well, you'll get about 3 loaves out of that. So, you know, it'll cost you something like about I don't know, 75 cents a loaf or something. And the cheapest white bread here from the supermarket, about $1.50 a loaf. So it's still quite a saving to make your own, I think. And plus, you know exactly what's in it if you make your own. And I bought my bread maker from a thrift store. I'll just show you my bread maker because everybody's interested to see that. Oh, rattle, rattle, bang, bang. But yeah, Breville brand. From a thrift store that cost me $10. And of course, to go and buy that one new would cost me about $120, $130. So, you know, better off, you know, just go and check out the thrift stores and see if there's any bread makers. And if you haven't got one, you've got a really good find, yes. But yeah, I'm always looking at the thrift stores for something like that. Because you go and buy the appliances new and they're that darned expensive. And oftentimes you can find them in the thrift stores for a fraction of what they cost new. And they can be near new or oftentimes even brand new. So I'm all the time looking through those places, through the thrift stores, just to see what I find. Who else do we have here? We've been going 2 hours and 8, so we'll probably go about 20 more minutes and then cut it off for the day. But it's always an interesting discussion when we're sort of talking about prepping and saving and all that sort of thing. Well, yeah, some of the thrift stores are a bit like that here too, Teresa. I don't actually buy much from the salvos these days because they've certainly learned how to charge. And actually, you know, the clothing from the salvos, you're better off going to Kmart and buying it new, actually. They're selling like t-shirts and tops for like about $6 at the salvos. Yeah, love to talk about it, yeah. And I mean, you can buy things, you know, like for example, last season's t-shirts or tops or what have you from Kmart. Those are often reduced to about $3, so cheaper than the salvos, which is crazy. Yeah, they're a business though. You know, they're not really. I don't see them as being a church or a faith based group, really. They're just a business. And, a lot of the big mainstream churches here in this country are like that. It's all about the collection plate and how much they can gather, but very little about actually helping people. I don't know if you've got the same observation as me on that, Teresa. Oh, I love the smell of these fresh herbs. I'll go and get some fresh herbs from the garden and just I just love the smell of them. So different to when you go and buy those things. Yeah, absolutely the truth, and it's sad, really. They're all about making the money, and a year back they were all urging everybody should go and do a certain or you won't be allowed to go to church, and I sort of thought, yeah, they've really lost the way there, haven't they? Those of us who didn't want to, the church has said, oh no, we don't want you to come. So I found that absolutely disgusting. Yes, same here, Teresa. Yes, I had the same experience myself. Yes, and I think a lot of us do. They could care less how the rest of us get on. Actually, all they care about is you know passing the plate around and wanting everybody to fill the plate for them. Get more buildings and bigger buildings and more beautiful buildings, but of course, the people, well, they could care less about the people. Yep, exactly. But they're all about building up their treasure pile on Earth, and not about what the real purpose should be. Definitely happens here. Exactly. Yep. He wanted a building for something like the Last Supper. Well, yeah, just go and he'd say to the apostles, yeah, just go here and ask the first person you see, and they'll give you a donkey or give you a building or a venue for the Last Supper, or exactly. Yes, his church was out in nature wherever he went. Yes. But it's sort of it's all become about money, 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 and not about the people, and it's sort of sad. That's one thing I'll be starting up again too in the new year. It'll probably work out being early Sunday morning for you all, but I am also planning on Sunday, early Sunday morning for you all, actually reading the Bible. Just do a few passages each week, and just sharing, and whoever watches, and hopefully somebody gets something out of that. So probably would be something, I don't know, about 6 a.m. or something, Central Time, Sunday morning, just for whoever wishes to listen. Yeah, a lot of people don't know it, yes. And I'll just, run it live, and, 30 minutes or an hour early Sunday morning for whoever wishes to watch and listen. And I'm sort of thinking of just three passages per week. Start at Genesis, First Psalms, and First Matthew, and then just read through the Old Testament, Psalms and Proverbs, and the New Testament for the year. So hopefully, some people will get something out of that, and of course, I'll get something out of that myself, because we all need to read the Word more, and often I'll reread a passage that I've read before, and there's always something new coming out of it, if you know what I mean. Yes, what calls out to you? Yes, exactly. Something will call out to me on the day that I've never seen before, and think, yeah, this is really profound. So it's something I need to read the Word more too, and this platform does give me an opportunity to not just read the Word more, but share it as well. Oh wow, we still got 4 with us. Wonder who's all with us. We've probably got 1 or 2 lurking. I always have somebody lurking, and actually, what live was it? Courtney's live yesterday, Wide Family Farm. They were talking about often you get somebody lurking. They've just seen the alert somewhere, and they're not sort of logged into YouTube, so they can't sort of really comment or thumbs up. They're just sort of listening. Because they're not logged in, they've just gone in through Facebook or something, and they might be at work or something, so they can't really go onto Facebook. So that's quite interesting. Yeah, definitely. Well, I think it's something that's important to do, and of course we were speaking about it at church New Year's Eve, actually. That we never know exactly what seeds we've planted for the Lord. And oftentimes we mightn't know that until after we die and join Him. So that's really quite interesting, and a great way to look at things. That we might think, oh, not many people are watching this live stream, or not many people are reading the tracts that we're handing out at the wall or what have you, but you could be planting some seeds for the Lord, and you don't know until, much, much, much later down the trail. And yeah, actually for New Year's, that's we spent it with my home church group, which was interesting. Oh, no problems, Teresa. Yeah, I won't be going that much longer, and I'll be calling it a day here too. I mean, I've been going 2 hours and 21, so I'm thinking I'll cut it off at 2.5 hours, so I won't be that long. Unless I've got a heap of people come in that wanted to chit chat or what have you. And I'm even thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to want to get up in a minute and get myself a cold drink, because I've spent a lot of time talking and tired then. So yeah. Thank you, Teresa. You too. Have a blessed evening, and God bless. But yeah, I'm just going to go and grab myself a cold drink. Been talking, yappy, yap, and I need a cold drink. Need to wet my throat a bit. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just getting myself a cold drink, and I'll be back with you all in a minute, of course. Oh, I'll just go and grab that cold drink, and now I'll just go and check if the postman has been. No, no post. But yeah, I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to say hello, goodbye, and all of that, and then we'll cut it off for the day. And I need to set some more lives for later in the week, of course. And hopefully this weather won't get too hot. Oh, then I've got to get to editing too. Get this video up and ready for tomorrow for a premiere, and be interesting to see how many views we get there. And I'm so glad you enjoyed this live stream, Teresa. It's been a great chit chat for us all. And yeah, hopefully some information for those who watch back later. And please do run the chat for the links that were shared out for all the wonderful channels here. And I've probably got some more alerts for videos to watch, so I'll have to check those and put those in my watch later list as well. And I've got a fair stack to catch up with, so I will catch up with you all soon. I don't watch normal TV. I actually I watch all your videos, and I find those much more informative and interesting than anything that I see on the TV. So that's probably interesting. Anyways, I'm going to wish you all a wonderful evening. Take care. God bless. And until next time, bye-bye.